Hi there, it's Ross here again, and this is the final lesson in your Alkaline Kickstart the 5 Days to Alkaline series. Now today I'm actually going to teach you one of the most commonly misused and misunderstood tools in the alkaline diet, and that is how to test your pH. Because when you're first starting out, tracking and measuring is really important, so you need to know that you're on the right track. And in fact, it's really motivating to see your progress day after day after day, but testing badly, testing inaccurately is not only misleading, it can be really unmotivating too. You could be doing everything right, doing all the right steps with your diet, but because of the way you're testing, or worse, the way you're reading your results, if you're doing it incorrectly, you might think that all of your hard work is going to waste. So there's only one thing worse than not having any result at all, and that's getting an inaccurate result. Because with the former, at least you're just left in the dark, and maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. But with the latter, you're actually going to act on that result and change what you're doing based on something that's been misread and misunderstood. So I've lost count of the amount of times I've had someone emailing me saying, you know, hey Ross, I've tested my pH and I'm really alkaline. I don't need to change my diet. I'm doing fine anyway, thanks. But the reality is they're actually testing at the wrong time of day, or after they've just eaten something, or worse, after they've just cleaned their teeth. How many people do that? All they're doing is get a read of the minerals in the toothpaste. So if you're going to test, you need to do it right. And in today's lesson, the final lesson in this series, I'm going to teach you how to test your pH and how to do it right, so that you get the right results and you can adapt and change and move your diet in the right direction and keep moving forward with your pH every single day. So let's get into today's final lesson, how to test your pH. When you're first starting on the alkaline diet, there are two pieces of information that are absolutely critical to your success. Number one, where are you right now? And number two, whether what you are doing right now is actually working. And the easiest and most convenient and affordable way of tracking your progress with the alkaline diet is to do a simple at-home test of your pH using your saliva and urine. And doing a regular pH test at home is absolutely fantastic because it allows you to really take control of your health, track your progress, and you can visibly see on a daily basis how your food choices are affecting your body. This is highly motivating. And doing a pH test at home is a lot easier than most people think. It can be done at home on a daily basis and costs just pennies. But if you get it wrong, it can be terrible. Because getting the wrong or misleading information is worse than having no information at all. If you're trying to get alkaline and you're making mistakes, but your tests are inaccurately showing that you're getting more alkaline, then you're going to keep on making those mistakes forever. Or worse, maybe you'll even step it up a notch further and your pH won't be going anywhere and you'll be going even faster in the wrong direction. People get this test wrong all of the time. They just buy their pH strips and think it's as simple as peeing on a stick. Well, while it is that simple, it's not quite as simple as that. In fact, just today I spoke to a client that was rinsing their mouth with water before testing. I mean, that sounds good, right? Why wouldn't you do that? Well, actually that's not so good, because this test would have at best given him his salivary gland's reaction to water, and at worst and most likely he simply would have got a read of the tap water. So that's why I've created this video as your day 5 final video, because it's so important. And if you want to get right into the nuts and bolts on it straight away, you can download the cheat sheet that's right below this video right now. Because like I mentioned, this has to be done right. Random testing throughout the day is only going to give you a random measure of what you just ate or drank. It's not going to tell you how you're doing. To get an accurate test, please follow these steps below for my ultimate guide to pH testing. And there's 4 steps to testing your pH. And step 1 is the sunrise saliva test. So as soon as you wake up, before you do anything else, test the pH of your saliva. Note the pH, which is the colour and the number that corresponds to that colour on your pH strip, and write it down. Important. Do this before you put anything else in your mouth. Don't clean your teeth, don't drink, don't eat or do anything else. Do this test first. Now, it's time to test your urine, and it's important this is the first urine you pass for the day. This is the measure of your body's hard overnight work. And again, note the colour, see the number it corresponds to, and write that down. Step 3 is optional, and this is the post-hydration test. So if you want to test the second urine of the day as a backup, do this before eating any food if possible. This is going to give you a different measure to the first urine, but again, note that colour and note the number. And step 4, I want you to repeat this daily for 30 days. pH testing with these strips doesn't give you any meaningful result in isolation, just as a one-off test. To get a true, measurable and meaningful result, you have to track your changes over time. So to commit to doing these 3 tests every day or every other day for 30 days and track the movements over time. Remember, getting and staying healthy is something for the long term, not just a quick fix, so measure this over the long term. So now that you've got your 30 days of results, I want to take you through how to interpret those results and what you should be aiming for with your pH. So, results from the step 1 test. The saliva tells us basically how effective your body is at dealing with the acidic food and lifestyle choices you may have made and eaten the night before and the day before, and it gives you a measure of your body's overall ability to respond to your lifestyle. It shows us how well the salivary glands, as well as the stomach, pancreas, gallbladder and liver are at performing in dealing with the excess acidity for your diet. Now, the goal pH from this test is at least 7.0 and ideally a little above 7.2.